Hello everyone, a very happy Dasara or Navratri to all of you. This is my this year's Bombay or Golu display. I will now be taking you through a virtual tour. Of my Bombay display. There are mainly four parts in the display. This is the traditional dolls, that is the Mysuru Dasara procession. This is this year's theme, which is the handloom map of India. This is the fourth part, but the part I'm very, very proud of. A project my husband is involved with. Now I will be taking you through a walkthrough. I'll be zooming in on the dolls slowly, step by step. This is a 5-step display. In any Golu or Bombay display, usually it is in odd numbers, that is 3, 5, 7 or 9. Mine is a 5-step display. On the first step, right up there, we can see the Lakshmi, Saraswati and the Ganesha. And there is also a Kalyana Srinivasar set, which is the marriage of Padmavati and Srinivasa. On the second step is the Ashtalakshmi. If you watch the labels, they are almost self-explanatory. On the third step, we have the Dashavatara or the 10 avatars of Vishnu, starting from Matsya, Kurma, Varaha, Narasimha, Vamana, Parashurama, Rama, Krishna, Buddha and Kalki. On the fourth step, we have the Sri Vaishnava Alvar set or the Gurus in our tradition. There are 12 Gurus, 6 on the one side and 6 are displayed on the other side. On this side are the other 2 pairs of Pattat Gombe or the Rajarani Gombe. This is my pair and the other one is a pair which we bought in Tirupati. This is the Kalasha, which brings the sanctity to the whole arrangement. There are 2 Kalashas which we keep in our house. That's one and this is the other. No arrangement is complete without the Durga, right? The Durga this time has come to adorn my set of dolls. I'm feeling really blessed. These are the typical Kerala dolls, the Kathakali doll, the elephant used in the Trishur Puram, and an authentic Kerala lamp. That's one set on one side, and these are the 3 dolls on the other side. In the center are 2 lamps, the Lakshmi Narayana Jodi, decorated by my dear friend. In these dolls, I've tried to depict a typical rustic village scene of our village, Chapdi. Chapdi village is off the Hosur Krishnagiri highway. That's our native place. This is the Venkateshwara Swami temple at Chapdi, our native. The Venkateshwara Swami Vigraha there is almost the same like what is at Tirupati. This is a scene of a typical small grocery shop near our houses, what we call as in the local language, Namma Shetti Angadi. This is the traditional family heirloom handed over from generation to generation. All miniature of the puja items. This is a Puja Lakshmi set, miniature of items which are usually used at auspicious occasions like weddings. In our local language, Kannada, what we call as Biso Kallu, Rubbo Kallu, Mora, Onike, etc. I was just telling you about the 12 Alvars. Andal is the only female among the 12 Alvars. This is a story of Andal's life. Andal was supposed to have been found by Vishnu Chitta in a Tulsi garden. She grew up thinking of Lord Ranganatha himself as her husband, and finally she merged with Lord Ranganatha. These are the dolls which depict the story of Andal's life. This is some of the dolls from my angels or my daughter's collection. Namma Puttiya Gombegalu. There are 2 trains, a dining table set, a dressing table, etc. These are dolls from all over the world, handed to me by my friends and family when they visited other countries. Some of the dolls are also brought when my husband visited other countries. There's the Eiffel Tower, the Statue of Liberty, some dolls from Singapore, etc. This coming to the second part of the doll display. This is the famous Mysuru Dasara. So I've called it Namma Dasara procession. The Dasara procession is held at Mysore on the last day of Navratri, on the Vijayadashmi day. I've tried to depict the Dasara procession, the world famous Dasara procession. On the top, we have a miniature of the palace. Below that are 2 elephants which carry the howdah. In the center is the Raja Rani. Coming down further, we have 4 elephants. The elephants are decked up and trained from months together before to take part in the procession. Coming down further, we have a band set and then a musician set. Also 2 horses which are taking part in the procession, and a few staff of the palace. This is in folk lore what we call as the Keelu Kudire, which is taking part in the Dasara procession. So that's a miniature of our very proud Mysuru Dasara. Further down, I've displayed some of the dolls, ceramic dolls, some of them gifted to me by my sister on the first step. On the second step, we have a bird set. On the third step, we have a copper cooking set. On the fourth step, we have some animals and birds of the famous Dokra art. On the fifth step, we have brass cooking items. And on the sixth step, we have soapstone cooking items. So that covers the second part of my Bombay display.